Come here!
Mark.
Yeah! Oh,
Damn!
no! Ooh, yeah!
Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome to Breaking Rad. It's me, Macho, and I got some of the goons and some of the other goons. We got Mark and Cal, and we got Drag the Dead, David, and we got Statistical Zero. That way,
Goon status?
goon status. Yeah, you've been on enough. You're a goon.
Hot dang.
These are our backup goons.
Backup
Our
goons.
Goon lights.
We need two little goonlets to equal one mutt.
Goonlets. Oh my gosh.
We gotta get you into that intro too. I gotta figure out a way to get you
Yeah, we got to put him in. He can just like flap through the corner or something like that.
Kokashuko Papashango.
Oh man,
Another honorary goonlet. in
yeah.
the chat.
Got to say, Leandro, welcome.
Yeah.
He's
You
drinking
have to say
Dragon's
it.
Milk, wondering where the heck everyone is at. Dragon's
Pay
Milk.
him
That's
no- pay him
a
no attention.
Dragon's Milk's a. I think it's a pretty high content beverage, beer beverage.
It's not like something you buy in Skyrim or something.
I mean, you can get that in Skyrim too. But how's everybody doing? How was your week? Did you have a good week? Who wants to go first?
We gotta work on an order because I don't know who you're asking first.
I'm asking everybody. I'm asking everybody. Look,
It's
talk.
an open letter.
Talk, Mark.
No.
Maki.
You want me to talk?
Yeah, you
mine
talk.
was great.
Circle gets the
Great week,
square.
Macho. Having
What?
a great week.
Good. I'm glad.
That's
Good.
all I got. I got nothing to report. I got
Okay. Good week.
Yeah.
All right, Cal. How was your week, my friend?
My week was hovering around average, maybe slightly above average.
Oh, okay.
I'm stoked to see some Shinobi Sasquatch art coming in, which we'll share
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah.
And so that makes me a happy boy. Got two job prospects in the area since the Iowa didn't work out, and
Because Iowa's
looking forward
trash.
Yeah,
it
we've
wasn't
decided
it wasn't ideal.
we've decided we hate Iowa
Iowa.
collectively. Yeah.
Actually,
Wow.
my wife and I are praying that there's I'm sure David knows about this. Idaho has a plan to try and create something called Greater Idaho,
Uh-huh.
which is the southern portion of Oregon, and then eventually the northern portion of California would all kind of get sucked into
yeah.
the gigantic Idaho. That would be awesome. So, and we want to live in the PNW, but we don't Pacific Northwest, but we don't want to live in a liberal state
Oh man.
like Oregon.
Have they figured out a
So
way to
we're-
weaponize potatoes? How does that work?
They have potato guns, don't they?
Yeah, potato guns.
The
Yeah.
great potato
They're
army.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's my week. Moving on. Oh,
Moving on that way.
Oh, the last week's been a lot of fun. I've just been enjoying watching the heads explode
People
Yes.
lose their minds.
day after day.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's like I enjoy it until I
boom,
stop
boom.
enjoying it, and then I just get mad.
I can only take so much of it. Like I'll watch the heads explode, and then I just need to move on. Because I like I've said it before. Like I have a very high like leftist friend population. It's just like the nature of the business I'm in, and they're friends, and I can consider them friends. But
You don't have to consider them friends. Macho.
there's that. Well, some of them are definitely not. But like I have to watch myself around them, and anyway, it is a very dark place out there for them right now.
Hey, someone
It's
stands
pretty
account. I have a Facebook. It's a personal Facebook.
Yeah.
And so I typically avoid anything. I barely use it because it's mostly just old church ladies and like a handful of liberal friends from New England. But I always anytime something goes my way in the political realm, I just make a smirk.
Oh, and just put it on there.
I just put it on there because nobody can. It drives them nuts because nobody can really say anything because I just fall back on what I'm just
Yeah.
in a good mood today. What?
Emoji.
It's just
like
emoji.
scanners every time you open up any social media right
I only have been getting on Facebook really for like family pictures or to share a very like something, like that meme. It's like everyone liked that. I know Rusty is my friend.
You don't post like a particularly nice bicycle tire?
Yeah, well, I found that interesting. I know you probably won't,
Look at
but
the
let's
shredding.
just, my daughter the other day, I had something I shared about it, and it was really cool because a lot of people liked it and stuff. And I love doing that. But then I'll just go MIA for months at a time because it's just not worth it.
I'm gonna
Even
start
Twitter
finding
now.
your posts about bikes and start commenting on like bike privilege and stuff.
I don't use
for sure.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Me either.
I just use Twitter, but the thing I love about Twitter is I think it's you get to see like the most psychotic and like toxic of
It
people
is for sure.
on Twitter. It's like the peak of insanity. I don't think, and I've never said anything during this week. I posted one. I don't even know if you want to say it was a meme. It was just an image with a quote. I posted an image of Fred Hampton, which if you know, he's the founder of the Black Panthers. A quote from him about power needs to be returned to the people, and that literally is what the decision was. You know what I mean? Like, depending what side you're on, it's not a win or a loss for anybody because the issue still is up in the air. They just return power back to the people, which is that's what's so hilarious about all the people freaking out about it. It's kind of incredible.
Well, even so I was at a bike park this weekend and I was sitting on a lift, going up the lift, and one of the kids in the group we were with, he commented on it. It was like, "Did you hear that? They made it illegal. Like they made it illegal for people to have I probably shouldn't say anything because we'll probably get tagged or whatever. But anyway, all I said was no. All they did was give the power to the states to decide. And he was like, "No, I don't think that's true." And I was like, "Okay."
There's no help. There's no help for those people.
I was like,
they're so stupid.
I mean, he's like 14 years old, and I was like, "You got it figured out. You got it figured out." Anyway, let's move on.
I say at the end of the show today, let's have a very special Bible break where we just gloat.
Okay.
Till I click that in broadcast button. Let's just gloat because that was like a 1, 2, 3 punch, just like 3 things in a row. So we gotta gloat.
Yeah.
But we're gonna do comic stuff until then.
We'll gloat. Stat
gloat.
Zero, how was your week, Stat?
It's too early to tell. It's only Tuesday. I don't want to jinx it.
True.
Fair enough. You have to send me a tweet on Friday and let me know how your week was, though. Okay.
Sure.
All right, great. My week was great. Thanks for asking. Thanks for asking, everybody. My week was great. Anyway, thanks everybody. Mike Mahone. How do you say that?
Mike McMahon.
McMahon.
Like
Vince McMahon. Oh, like Vince McMahon.
But I'm just gonna say McMahon because it sounds
McMahon.
McMahon.
It is very hail, Mike. I'm very sorry. Pleasure to have you in the chat. Thank you guys. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and we are going to move on because I know what everybody came to see tonight, and that is Name That Death. Everybody's here for the Name That Death.
Ladies and gentlemen, name that.
Yes, seriously. I messed it up. I mess up everybody's name. I can barely spell my own.
But McMahon is funny.
McMahon.
McMahon.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll say it right from now on.
You've obviously never watched the show before because I do that literally at least once an episode.
All right.
Name that death. Here we are.
Hey, as always, ladies and gentlemen, name that death. We're going to play you a death from a movie. You have to name that movie. It used to be like name that villain death, but I've noticed this week. I think it's a lot of hero deaths too.
Oh.
I just find good deaths now in movies because I'm running out of movies. So I just got to go with heroes too. So I predict. I always like to make a stat prediction before each name that death.
It's too early to tell. I don't want to jinx it.
I predict stat will get 5 out of 7 this week.
Oh wow.
Beautiful. I'm going to aim for 2.
I think I'm going to get it with number 7. I think I got him this week. Dead
All right.
It happens every week. I don't know.
Not true. Every week you get them all.
No.
So number 1, the warm-up one, everybody should get it. Uno.
Am I doing these?
You can.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I just want to make sure it's me.
You.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's just about the most awful thing I've ever seen.
The Rock.
Oh,
Got it.
I
Nacho!
love that movie.
Sean
Nailed it.
Connery in Spray and Pray.
We just watched that the other night, and it still holds up.
Oh, it's great.
That
It's great.
movie is a marvel of filmmaking.
Dude, it's peak Sean Connery. It's,
That's
Oh, yeah.
Michael Bay's finest work.
Does it count as a
Everything-
Michael Bay movie, though? Everyone wasn't golden.
Well, after this movie, they just started going downhill. Like all Michael Bay started going down.
This movie went downhill. What are you talking about? They were in
Yeah.
San Francisco. They had those roads that go like
You got puns, people. Puns.
He's like, I'm only borrowing your Humvee.
No, Macho, you were forgetting 2 of the greatest. You know what? I'm gonna say
I'm not.
one of the greatest trilogies of all time.
I'm not.
Bad Boys. So how about you shut your mouth?
No, The Rock is
That's a
still peak
trilogy?
Michael Bay.
Yeah,
it's a
Third
trilogy.
one not too long ago.
Bad Boys for life.
there's a recent one. Okay. I didn't
The
see
original
it.
Bad Boys is good. I like that.
Oh yeah.
Bad Boys
Yeah.
2,
It's good.
the greatest
Like Lowry.
action movie ever made. Bad Boys 2. I'm calling it.
Wow.
Greatest.
Was the new
That's
one?
a
Was the new one any good?
It
bold
was good. It
statement.
wasn't woke or anything. It was good.
Well, there's a scene at the end that I was like, I don't know about that, but it would
What was woke at the end of it?
not woke, but I mean, there was the. I'm not gonna spoil it for him. You hadn't seen it.
Don't spoil it. It's a good movie. It's solid.
Do I,
Oh, yeah, it was
do I need
pretty
to be ready to do this?
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
can.
Okay.
Boom.
Here comes the boom.
This is me watching stuff on my phone. You know, when something comes up, like,
What's
because
coming
I
up
don't
on
want
your
my
phone?
virgin
I-
eyes to see things.
Oh my
What are you
gosh.
watching on your phone?
Everything, all the things. I watch them on my phone. I don't watch stuff on the TV.
You know, you
The
want to
TV's really big.
You want to
Yeah.
get a Kleenex box, right? And you
That's
want to cut out the
unacceptable.
back and put your phone into that, and it'll look like you're in a theater.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea.
You can draw little seats in there.
We ain't.
All right, let's have number 2.
All right, fine.
Give it to us.
Shall we then?
Gross. I love that
Bad Boys 2.
in the distance, the guy you can clearly see he's like hanging by his waist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They zoom in.
I like the person in the audience who stands up and points. Like,
Yeah.
you don't need to point. We all see it.
What? Oh, look at this. It's a. This night is punishing me.
Oh man.
Oh.
I forget.
I forget. No, Rusty. I forget his name. Come on, Stat.
Is that Michael Dudikoff?
No, but I thought it was too.
I don't think I saw that one.
It was right during that sweet Michael Dudikoff era, though.
Rusty says, I know I've seen it.
That's not an answer, Rusty. Gonna need an answer from you. Phantom of the Opera. Shimona.
White Men Can't Fall.
Oh, Thriller? Is that a hint? Shimona.
No, it's not. I'll give you a hint though. It involves a school. Let's go with that. It involves school. That's not in the title, but it revolves around a school.
It's the other Toy Soldiers.
No, we did that one already.
There's 2 of them.
We've done Toy Soldiers. Is there 2 Toy Soldiers?
I believe so.
Oh, that's right. We did both of those movies. Yeah, we've done them both. We did the good one and the other one. Hey.
Hey. What's
What
up,
is going on?
Billy
Is this
and
Eddie?
or Nile?
I
What?
picture you two are just like in each other's
What
lap,
is up?
like right next to the keyboard when I see this.
Nile sitting on Billy's lap and they're
Hey.
just typing on the keyboard.
Niall's handling like the ASWD section, and Billy's
Yeah.
doing the LKJ area. Nothing.
Nothing.
nothing?
Let's have it. Let's have
Three,
it.
two, one. Class of 1980. Oh, sorry. Class of
Class of what?
1984.
Class of 1984.
How about that, Rusty? Was that what you were thinking?
I
Don't
bet
care. Moving on. Number 3.
Yeah, move on.
All right.
Take a number.
He has little hands.
I knew it.
Oh man. Was that Leia's dad in
That was
in
that was the final moments of Alderaan.
yeah,
was
final
definitely,
that's what I thought.
That's how it went down.
I saw Leia's dad in there. Gun slap explosion. Real on the nose tonight.
Look, this is part of the this is Van Damme with a mullet. That's he's had a couple of those, but one of his finest mullet movies.
It is.
The only one that matters is Bloodsport, but I know it's not
He
that.
didn't have a mullet in that. Macho.
Yeah, I
Oh,
said
right.
the only movie that matters is Bloodsport.
How dare? Well, yeah.
Lethal Weapon 4.
Stupid! You're so
I need to be quicker on that.
Yeah.
it was a good time. It happened just as I was putting his name on the screen.
Kokushuko wants it again.
See it again? All
Oh
right.
crap! I deleted it already. I'm
Dang it.
so sorry.
Carol.
If I
it
don't,
was
I
Van
replay them.
Damme slapping a guy into a car. It was Senator Organa slapping him into a car, and the car blows up. Don't cry, Cal. It's fine. We all make mistakes.
No, I had
mistakes.
I had whiskey in my mustache.
Oh.
Doesn't seem to be. I mean,
Come on,
I
people.
don't
Van
think there's
Damme.
a problem.
Mullet. Let's go.
Van Damn.
Come on, Stat
I
Stat doesn't have
am-
anything.
I am disappointed in
I'm
stats.
trying to
tonight.
think. I'm
He
really
actually
trying to
got-
think here. I don't even know if I don't remember. I know the actor's name. I'm not going to get any credit for that, but
I told you the actor's name. You can't.
yeah,
Can't.
you said it was Leia's dad. That's not Jimmy Smits.
Nah, it's Leia's
Was
dad.
wasn't it?
He's NYPD Blue. Incorrect, but I appreciate you making an effort. I believe he did have a mullet in that movie. One of the 3 mullet movies. All right. Well, I'm going to do 3.
Wait. I'm
You
looking
can
up
literally
right
just
now.
throw out Van Damme movies. You'll probably get it on accident.
Lionheart, Death Warrant, Double Impact, Universal Soldier, Nowhere to Run, Hard Target, Time
You-
Cop.
Still managed to get it wrong.
Oh, dang it! I
Maximum,
was
maximum risk.
maximum risk, sudden
I don't
death.
remember
that's
that
that
one.
board
Hard
game
Target.
movie.
I appreciate the effort.
I
Macho, I
tried.
love that you read through like 20 Van Damme movies. And
I
still
was
didn't
just
get it.
trying. I was just gonna start going through them, man. I'm not even halfway through. I mean, it just keeps going,
Yeah, Lionheart's a good one.
Maximum.
They're all good.
They're all-
where's
So
they
that?
what
are
match was
all good.
this? I don't think I saw that one.
Max,
I don't think I did
maximum
either. I don't remember
risk.
the name.
What?
Maximum
in
risk.
that car.
1996.
This is proving to be a bigger disaster than when we had a special episode for Cal.
Michael Dudikoff episode.
You put
No,
too
it
much
was,
pressure on me by saying I was going to get any right.
Mark Dacascos.
Oh yeah. All right, let's go.
All right, number 4.
That was amazing.
That was a good head pop.
Yeah, that was a
It
great
was.
head pop.
It's not Deep Star 6 at DEFCON 4.
What?
DEFCON 4?
No.
Okay.
DEFCON 5.
Who is? I'm convinced that's not Stat tonight. I think we have an imposter.
Well, you'll never know.
I'm thinking that was the Abyss.
Incorrect.
It is not the Abyss because that was in
Yes.
space.
This is
Wrong
underwater.
direction.
What is this?
Yeah.
Just
Lords
throw
of the
it-
Deep.
Oh, see, we got good Stat back.
Is that what it was?
It
What
does
was it?
have that same abyss quality, like
Lords of the Deep?
practical effect.
No, it is not
quality.
Lords of the Deep. I was just commenting more on your profile picture. There you go. No, it's not. We're on 3 strikes, but I'll give you guys one more guess. Another Sean Connery movie. I'll give you that.
Oh, Highlander.
No,
No.
That's what it was.
Duh. Hunt for Red
I know
October
Dave's messing
nailed
with
it.
me. He's just-
Oh no! Wait! No, wait. I know this one. Isn't this
3.
one that was set in like the same Outland?
Yes.
Yes,
Look at that. So
That's
you just
set
gotta
in, like,
give a little
the same-
pressure. You gotta give Stat a little pressure.
the same universe as Alien or something.
Outland,
like that. I
huh?
remember that movie.
Is that in the same universe as Alien?
No, I think it was written to be in the same year, but I mean, it wasn't official, but it was kind of like supposed to be. I think.
2000 something. Somebody should make a parody Space Odyssey movie. Just call it 2000 something.
Outland.
Outland. He's the space marshal.
Oh,
I bet they have like DOS command prompt computers in this movie.
Oh, Rusty got it.
Outland. No, he's late. He's late.
Excellent.
Outland. All right. Well,
Very cool. Like it.
Number 5. This
I like how they just disappeared in the last one, like they fell to dust.
Yeah, it was the last one was Outland. Yeah. Outland.
Woodland.
Woodland.
Outland.
Welcome to Woodland.
Hags.
Was that Sean Connery too?
I know. It
is.
looked like.
Oh, Connery.
Yeah,
That's the
okay.
third one. It was kind of. I should have just made it a Connery week, but
Yeah.
I don't know if you're calling us hags or if. No.
You were going to say something about it, Mark, weren't you? I cut you off. You were like number 5. This and then
Oh no, I was saying this is a disappointing week. Is what I was.
Oh,
gonna say.
okay.
No,
Okay. Well, then never mind.
it's all good. Stat nothing.
I'm gonna kick things off and say Darby O'Gill and the Little People.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, I love that movie.
It's a great movie.
Sounds offensive.
Sean
not
Connery
that-
was in that. He was
he
in that,
was.
but he was much younger.
I don't like these little people.
Oh my gosh, that movie's so good, and it terrified me as a kid too. You guys got to watch that.
Winners
The-
go home
the-
and date the
There's a what do you call what is it?
Leprechauns.
No. The chick, the banshee. It's the banshee, and there's
Oh yeah.
a chariot that comes out of heaven to like take him away. Oh my gosh, that was terrifying as a kid.
I only watch Christian movies.
Is this like a Knights of the Round Table style movie?
No, it's like a
Sword and sorcery,
sci-fi movie.
sci-fi.
Was that?
I know you know it's that.
Do I?
I feel like
It's
you're
not
about to
Name of the
say it.
Rose. I'm trying to think of old medieval movies that he did.
No, it's not a medieval movie. It's
There's
like
one
sci-fi.
old one called Sword of the Valiant. That couldn't be it, could it? I haven't
No.
seen that one in a long time.
No.
It's sci-fi.
I'll
Sci-fi
give you a
looks like
hint.
medieval.
It's a very famous picture of Sean Connery that people like to make jokes about from a movie.
Is this the one where he wears the
looking-
red thong
The
thing?
sexy little red. Yeah.
Oh man, what's that called? I know what it is.
Oh, that's I know that one too. It starts with an X, I think.
No.
No, not that.
You're close in the alphabet though. It's
Hold on.
towards that.
Just give me a second to think about it.
Zardoz.
There it is.
Zardoz, yeah.
That's what
Who said
it
that?
is.
That was
Would
Macho?
you look it
Mate,
up?
that was me. Zardoz.
That was close.
Yeah, it
Zardoz
sounded
was.
like an arcade game. I was trying to think of
Yeah,
Did you look it up, Macho?
I did look it up.
So there's no way you know Zardoz.
No, I
You're
knew
not allowed to
exactly.
look things up.
I knew exactly what you were talking about, but I had to look it up.
Zardoz.
You can't look things up because if you do that, I don't get to use. You can't look things up.
You can still
Well,
use
you
it.
don't have any. You like use random. Like you could just put it out at any time. We need to have like a time limit. You know. Exactly.
Sorry, I have so much power. I have so much power.
You know, I've been giving up my power lately, and this is what happens.
I know.
I bet you guys miss
Hey, Jason
It's not
Sandberg.
shenanigans.
It is Zardoz. You were correct.
Zardoz, yes.
Zardoz.
All right.
All right, number 6.
They
That's
just
my
won.
boy Mark
that was left over.
Dacascos.
That was him.
left over from the last one. I didn't get to use it.
He came back. He made a comeback.
There it was.
That's red
I don't
line.
know it. I don't know
Wow, there it is.
Wow.
What is
that
it?
Good job.
Red line?
It's
That's
like
Rutger Hauer.
stats
I like
wakes
Mr.
up
Rutger Hauer.
for
He's
6
pretty
and
good.
7.
He's been some terrible movies, but he's done some good stuff.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah, Rutger Hauer.
Only the strong.
It's so weird. Like I always think Stat's going to get these easy, like these ones that I think he's going to get, and it's always like the hard ones that I think no one's going to get. He's just like, oh yeah, red line. Everyone knows red line.
I'm an iconoclast.
Rutger Hauer's finest. Finest.
I like
Not
film.
his
that
finest.
No refunds.
They
on-
refunds up paybacks.
Wow.
Wow.
Good shot. Wow.
All right.
All right. Well, number 7. No one's getting it. Number 7.
American Samurai.
Awesome.
Oh, that's Scott Glenn.
He's going to get this one. I just know it.
Ah,
If
I've
you
only
get
seen
this,
a few
I
Scott
give up.
Glenn movies, man.
Yeah, play it again, Cal. Did you delete it already?
I'm trying
No.
to think.
Man.
Such a
That
good
looks-
like head.
That was,
So
that was a
familiar.
good practical effect. I like
on his
that.
face.
That looks so familiar. Like a late night crappy action movie. Oh please. I think I know this. Hold on.
it's a rush to see
We'll
if,
talk
if
for a
Rusty
second.
gets it or Stat.
Is it The Challenge?
Okay.
Wow!
Silence.
Is that?
Oh,
what that
Holy
is?
crap!
The
I
challenge.
seem
That's
to
it?
remember that
Wow.
being like a late night movie
Gosh!
a while ago.
The
I got it
challenge,
right?
Rusty. Is that the one?
I got it right. Is that right?
Yes.
Hey!
I mean, did he get 5?
Cheers
No.
for half guessing.
Well, he failed.
I
No,
can't
my
believe
prediction was
Rusty
wrong, but he
knows
got
it
the
too.
2 I didn't think he would get tonight.
Rusty knows it too.
Wow.
Rusty- well, of course,
Crazy.
Rusty knows it. Nicely done. Look at this. Look at this. Look at the sportsmanship. You don't get sportsmanship like this on any
That's
other
right.
live
That's right.
Live stream.
No, you
Yeah.
right here.
And on
The
that
brotherly
note,
love
we're
That's
gonna
like
finish this
says
up.
like screw you, Rusty.
I got a
Wow,
headache.
an
trying to think
80s
of that name of that
classic.
movie.
80s. No, it is not an 80s.
I like how the other
What
guy,
is
like
classic
it's a cubicle wall, and he just goes for the stab through the wall, and he could have just looked over and seen the guy and gone, ah, you know.
Yeah.
But he stabs through the wall, gets his sword caught, and then the guy slices him right in
Oh,
half.
with that sword that sharp, he could have just swiped down
I know, right?
through it and anything else.
Is that physically possible where he was standing to be able to slice somebody's head perfectly in half with a sword?
If it was sharp enough,
Like it went right down.
yeah.
It was too easy. There was no resistance. It was just like slice.
I think this whole segment's a failure because you guys have never done a Howie Long movie.
Howie
That sounds
Long.
like a porn star. Who's Howie Long?
He's a sports commentator.
Yeah, he was he was
Couple
like a
action
football
movies.
player, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was in Cannonball Run.
Firestorm.
Howie Long sounds like an actor that Cal would be doing this to his screen while he
You'd
watched
know
it.
him if you saw his face.
Oh yeah, you know. Yeah. Now Howie Long, I think he was in Cannonball Run. He's in a couple other movies too. Yep, Cannonball
I'm
Run.
not sure.
That's the only one. John Belushi.
Was he in Broken Arrow? Was he in that?
He might have been.
Was that him? There's a football guy in that.
Here, 1 second.
One of those sports ball people is on that one.
Yeah, he might have
Sports
been.
balls.
Yeah, he is in
There you
Broken
go.
Arrow. Yep, that's
Push the
him.
thing to the other thing. Oh, here we go.
Here's an older picture of him, but that guy.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, Broken Arrow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, he is in Broken Arrow. You're right.
That name doesn't fit his face. Hey, welcome,
He's in.
Raiders
Welcome.
QB. That's the one.
welcome, Phil Diaz. Beautiful man. He always graces our. He gives us a little
Comes in.
sex
Good.
appeal to our.
That's
We always
right.
need a little sex appeal to our stream.
If you
All I
if
can
you want
think
the-
of when I see his avatar is a sweet Dodge Viper or his brother's Dodge Viper. It's amazing. Sorry, David, didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's good.
Well-
The best movie I've seen with a football player is those. I don't know if you've seen them. They're like the David A.R. White like Revelation movies in the Boz. is in them. He's like
No.
this.
No.
He's
Haven't
like the
seen
leader of this like a post-apocalyptic motorcycle gang.
Awesome.
It's supposed to be this like post-rapture world. You never seen him or heard of him?
No,
No.
but I am
Mm,
sold
I can't-
already.
I
Yeah.
like that like everybody in post-apocalyptic wastelands have motorcycles. It's my
Yeah.
favorite.
Oh, look at this. We got a manly man in the chat. Look at you with your sports knowledge.
He was one of the commentators from like
Oh,
Fox.
that's
like,
why I know that name.
Like who was it? Terry Bradshaw,
Yeah.
Jim Brown. At least last I checked, that was years ago. They were together.
The naked. What is this?
He invented.
Oh.
Huh?
Sounds like a
Naked
lunch.
Ronan.
Well, thus ends Name That Death.
That's it. So
A disappointing week until Stat saved it at the end.
Yep.
David,
Do what I can.
I always have higher hopes for David during Name That Death.
I like the
Sometimes I can
included
get 'em.
Zardoz. That was cool.
I thought for sure David would see my prediction is that David was going to get Outland and Zardoz, and then Stat would get everything else. And,
Well, we're all disappointed then.
we're all a little disappointed this week.
It's called Revelation Road. That's what it's called.
Revelation is that a modern
Yeah.
movie?
Yeah.
Oh, is that like the
Modern
Asylum or
enough.
something?
Hey,
Yeah.
Amanda.
Hey, we got what?
Revelation
Amanda
Road.
B. Who's Amanda B?
The beginning.
Oh wow,
of
these
the
look
end.
like total $5 bin at Walmart schlock.
Do it again, she said.
Do it again.
We can't because Cal deletes them. You deleted them already, didn't you?
It would
If
be
I
much
don't,
more exciting
then I
the second
just
time around.
It's okay. Amanda,
I'll
just
click
go
the
back
same
and
ones.
watch the replay.
We can all watch it together.
You can play along.
We'll watch the replay together.
I bet I'll get them all.
I wouldn't.
Do we want to do a little Mandela effect?
Yeah, let's do some
Yeah, let's do
Mandela
it.
effect. I like
A
it.
little Mandela effect. Let me see here. I'm gonna share my screen. All right.
Do it.
I
Look,
feel like
I apologize.
I
I'm having to use BuzzFeed.
Boo!
This is
Ooh,
what you
Kitty
do.
Cats,
This is what you
yay.
do.
So look, for the uneducated, macho.
Yeah. What?
Huh?
Huh?
Let me make sure I'm still sharing the screen. Mandela effect, if anybody doesn't know, is when society as a whole seems to forget or remember things wrong. I guess because everybody thought Mandela died in like the early 90s. And I guess that's what it's named after. And he didn't. One of the more common ones is the Bernstein Bears. Everybody remembers it as the Bernstein Bears or the Bernstein Bears, but in fact, it was the Bernstein Bears. So this is a little quiz to see if people remember things correctly. So I don't know. I don't know if you guys want to do this collectively or if I should just go around.
I think
You
you
guys-
should ask each of us one of these
We'll do
questions.
individuals?
Like, yeah. I think because just see what the answer is, and then everybody else can laugh at
All
whatever
right.
we got wrong.
We'll start with Stat, I guess, because he's very patriotic tonight, and so I hope that this thing actually shows you the answer and doesn't like make you get your results at the end. I don't know yet. So Stat, what color Uncle Sam's hat? Is it red and white or blue and white?
Blue and white.
Oh, correct.
Dang. Okay.
All right,
All
we
right.
got a patriot. All right, next we'll go to I know Cal likes his Kit Kats. So is it Kit Kat with a dash or just Kit Kat?
With a dash.
Yeah.
Incorrect.
Oh!
What?
You are full.
I was just guessing, so I do
You
like
are-
the Kit
Oh
Kats.
man.
though.
It's my favorite
But I
candy.
don't. I eat them so fast. I never see the name.
That's that's a good excuse. No one ever sees that wrapper long enough. Fruit of the Loom, David, because I know you're wearing them.
I wear sacks. Sacks is what I wear.
So that's my-
Like
Does
a
that mean your
burlap
feet mullet?
sack?
Is that
Like a burlap sack?
No, they're boxers. It's spelled SAXX.
Is it the one that cup your balls? Is
Yes.
that the one? Yeah.
They're extraordinarily comfortable.
I actually have some called Beneath.
Oh, look at we got conflicting answers in the chat here.
I think
Jason
it's got
thinks
the
with the
cornucopia.
cornucopia. Amanda says without.
I'm gonna say without.
I say with.
I'd say without.
All right. Well, David says
I'm
with.
saying without too.
Okay.
Incorrect. There's no
Yes.
cornucopia.
No cornucopia.
Amanda B knows her Fruit of the Looms. Congratulations.
It's so weird. I do remember it having that, but I've seen this one before, so I kind of knew that what the answer was going to be. But I do remember there being a cornucopia when I was young.
You put the cornucopia in them. Is how that works.
Target.
That's a penis. In case anyone was wondering what the joke was. All right. Who's up? Macho.
Oh man. It's the one on the right.
This one here?
Yeah.
Correct.
Booyah.
Macho is an intelligent
Didn't
man.
it change though? Didn't it used to be the other one?
No.
I swear they had streamlined it. and
That's
they
your
made it-
Mandela effect.
That's the Mandela effect.
That's
Yeah.
the
Well,
Mandela
if you're
effect
going
with
from like the
magic.
50s when Dayton owned it, there's like 50 rings on that thing.
I think a good way to remember, you think of the dog. I think the dog had like I don't remember. All right, in the Saw movies. Oh, this is a good one for Stat. He likes his movies.
No, it
He
isn't. I
does
saw
like his
one of them.
movies.
Okay, this is
Ugh.
perfect for you then.
Saw.
I can't give it to David. We already passed him. So, in the Saw movies, what does Jigsaw say? Would you like to play a game? I want to play a game. Do you want to play a game?
Let me say, do you want to play a game?
Do you want?
I feel like
Are you
that's
thinking?
wrong,
You're
but-
thinking of war games, aren't you?
It's either would you or you.
Incorrect. It
I
is.
want-
Oh.
I want to play a game.
I watched one of those movies and said, meh.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I don't like them.
All right.
Boo!
The
Saw
first
movies.
one had what's his face from Princess
Carrie
Bride?
Ellis.
That's the classic.
Carrie
Oh
Ellis.
yeah.
Yeah, but he wasn't the Dread Pirate Roberts in that. So.
I wish he had said "As You Wish" at one point in that movie. Would have been great. As you wish.
As you wish.
Jigsaw. All right. Who are we on now? Back to Cal.
Cow.
Back to Cal. The his nose, is it all black or is it blue and black? Let's see if the chat.
I'm
Yeah,
literally,
this
yeah.
one's
Let chat take this one. I have no idea. I just
You're gonna use your lifeline. You're gonna phone a friend. You're gonna phone the chat.
Ask the
Hey, chat.
Pull the audience.
poll the audience. That's what he's
Is that
got.
your final answer?
I'm going to say blue.
Yeah. I was
Amanda's
gonna-
going blue and Stats
That's
going
what I'd
blue.
go. I'd say
Cal?
blue as well.
Sure.
Yeah, this is really fun, Cal.
You can
when
always
play.
count on Cal's enthusiasm for
I know.
anything.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm totally guessing.
Everyone's going blue and black, so
Blue
we'll
and
we'll
black,
guess.
yeah.
for
I
you.
am
The chat says blue
colorblind,
and
you
black.
guys. So
Well,
Correct. The chat knows they're
Blue and
Kellogg's.
black. Here it is.
So he gets for doing steroids and snorting ice cubes.
They are great.
Yeah,
I
they're
love
those.
some Frosted Flakes. I don't eat a lot of cereal, but they're great.
a sandwich.
Oh my! All right. Well, what's he holding? Is he holding a glove or a turkey leg?
Sandwich.
I'm gonna
Only
go
the
with
eighth.
turkey leg without even knowing.
A glove. A
'Cause it'd be
turkey leg
funnier.
would be great though.
It'd be funnier with turkey leg.
I'm gonna guess it's a glove. I would prefer it to be a turkey leg.
You own glove.
Yeah.
All right. Does the chat care to take a guess before we select David's answer? Annulment.
No.
Nah, he didn't have any of those.
That's not how he rolls. No.
Is he wearing lady shoes?
Ooh, man, this says
Those
a
are
glove as well.
moccasins. Those are early Crocs.
Wow. Crocassins.
It makes me think of
Crocassins.
Celebrity Jeopardy when Sean Connery thinks it's rapist or something.
Oh, yeah. It's
The
therapist.
300, Alex.
The
I love a
rapist.
glove.
So my wife is a therapist, and her name tag says therapist on it, and so every time I see it, I say the rapist.
The rapist.
She never gets tired of that.
No.
Oh, I bet not.
It was tired. She was tired the first time, and it hasn't gotten any better. So I keep saying it.
Just gonna start
it'll
saying
come
it
around
back,
the
and,
horn
then-
and she'll
and
think it's
people are
funny.
gonna me too you. All right, all right, glove. Apparently,
Would've
people
been better
remember
with
him carrying a
leg.
turkey leg. I
Slapping.
guess. Ooh, is this a dirty one? Oh, okay. Does who are we on now? We're back to Macho. Macho, does rich Uncle Pennybags wear a monocle? Yes.
No
or
monocle. No
No monocle?
Final answer.
Oh my.
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
So, yeah.
All right.
I know this
People
because my
confuse him
daughter.
with the peanut guy.
I know this because my daughter got Monopoly like given to her randomly today,
Mm.
and I literally just looked at it. So I know that.
Well, there you
Ooh,
go.
the thick cut bologna.
Love that bologna.
Bologna.
We do the delivery groceries, and for some reason they didn't even sub anything. They just randomly threw in like an old thing of bologna.
They're
It
probably
was just
like
like a
"We need to
warm
get rid
pack of
this
bologna
crap."
sitting in there with all the,
Gross.
and it was garlic flavored. It was the
Ew. Oh,
Yeah,
garlic
weird.
bologna,
gross.
warm garlic bologna, just sitting
Sounds
on
Yeah.
top of it. Lucky it was in a. All right,
Oh,
what
this
is
is easy. I know this answer too.
Yeah, I know this one too.
Amanda
If
B
you know the
says-
song, you know the answer.
Yeah.
Says mayor.
My bologna has a first name. It's OSDAR.
There's a song
Oh,
to this. I
is
thought it
it
was just
for
I
me?
wish
My
I were
bologna
an
has a
Oscar Mayer
second name. It's
wiener.
MAYER.
Yeah.
So we're going MAY. Is that your answer?
100%.
That was mine.
20%. Look at that.
Boom!
Oscar
Oh, look
Mayer.
at that.
OSCAR.
See, I always thought it was Meyer. I mean,
Meyer.
MAY.
Yeah.
Singing the jingle helps.
Yep,
Y'all
that's
cheated.
it.
That's how it's
Y'all
pronounced.
cheated.
I think that's
They're
how
cheating.
it's pronounced.
Cheaters. Ooh, sexy one. What does Pikachu look like? Who's up? This is Stat, one of your fellow critters.
I don't know.
I think Stat might be a Pokemon.
One with the
Maybe
black
he is
tail.
a Pokemon.
Stat,
What's
is it this one or this one?
I think it's the one with the black tail.
Blacktail?
No, wait. Let me look at that again.
We're
No,
looking
it's
what
not
again?
the
Are you
black
cheating?
No, I'm looking at it. I'm thinking like, but then I that doesn't look right to me. It's the right one.
What doesn't look right to you? The blacktail doesn't
Black
look right?
tail. Yeah, the little the piece of lead on his pencil there. I don't like that.
Amanda says no.
I'm gonna go with the right one, the solid yellow.
We're going solid yellow?
Mm-hmm.
That is
Trying
correct.
to trick me.
I think he looks better with the black on.
I like it better
Me
with the
too.
black.
Yeah.
I also remember him with the. I never really liked Pokemon. What do you got?
Either.
Remember Digimon? Digimon was a thing.
Digimon, yeah. We should somebody should draw what Stat would be when his Pokemon levels up. Can somebody do that?
Bigger hat.
It's yeah.
I think these are less.
He turns into an ostrich.
These are less Mandela effect and more like, are you paying attention to things? Like, because Skechers there's no T, but you'd think there'd be a
Look,
T because that's how the word Skechers.
He's
Well,
getting
that's
it.
Cal's
From,
answer, I guess. There we go.
this is a BuzzFeed article though, so it's not like it's
Yeah.
Look, this is 2017. Hey, these ones all tricked me. I don't remember.
They were still telling people how to make crappy homemade pretzels in 2017.
True.
All right. Kellogg's. Is it Fruit Loops? Fruit Loops or Fruit Loops?
The third one is ridiculous.
yeah, I know. I just like what?
You watch. It's gonna be that one though. We're
No.
Ryu, Ruit.
right.
There should be a silent Z in there.
Fruit Loop.
There's a Z.
Lopez.
Fruit Loop.
Going with the double O.
Who's
Yeah.
who's that? Who are we on? Are we on David? What is it? Double O? Is that what you said?
I'm pretty sure it's a double O.
Man, you guys
Stick
are.
that cereal
Dang.
in there.
We already gave the answer to this
Auburn
one. so you-
Stain Bears.
Stain. No. Macho.
I'm
Your
going
favorite
with
cartoon?
Looney Tunes. I mean, it's got to be the one on the left.
It's one on the right.
Incorrect.
Yep.
What?
Right.
That doesn't even make
Yeah.
any sense.
Like Merry
You stupid
Melodies.
idiot.
Merry Melodies Disney had and Looney Tunes was.
Yep.
Okay. What? Okay.
See, I had to click it
Such
quick
an
because I knew
idiot.
he was going to think about it and then get it
Yeah.
right. And somebody had to get it wrong again.
Yeah, that's
Macho,
fine. That's fine. I can get it
sacrificial
wrong.
lamb.
That's fine.
Oh no, my mouse is stuck in the air.
Sex City.
Fruit. Yo, Fruit Loops. Put your hands in the air.
Forget the question.
Yeah.
It's a better title.
That
Is
is.
this the sequel to Wicked City? All right, is it Sex and the City or Sex
I
in the
never.
City?
I never.
This was Cal's favorite. I know this was Stat's favorite show, but
I'm gonna say it's Sex and the City because Sex in the City leaves a totally different
Yeah,
implication. That might have been
absolutely.
that might have been the parody version.
you think it's Sex and the City?
Yeah.
I
Amanda's
thought it
wrote
was.
this.
I thought it was under.
Man's a man. I trust
Sex
the
Like
man.
the under the city.
The
Sex
subway.
and the City. Are we done? Is that it?
Oh, 11 of 15.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah,
that? What does it
we
get?
did
What does
pretty
it
good.
give us?
Oh yeah, there's a score here. Oh yeah,
89% of quiz takers.
nicely done.
Very good. Nailed it.
All right.
Who was that guy? Is that from Three's Company?
It must be,
Yeah.
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 I can't remember his name though. Wait. It's
Okay, guy.
he's a used car salesman guy, right?
Is it
Sure.
Larry? He looks like a
Larry. I was
Oh,
thinking
there you
Larry.
go. Larry.
Whoops, sorry.
Oh,
Too
well,
much. Too many cooks in the kitchen.
all right. I quit.
I'll
That's
be right
okay.
back.
Oh no.
Continue. I'll be
We
right
lost
back.
Macho. Oh,
I'll
we
be right
didn't
back.
pass. We didn't. We're Mandela.
We would have been Jack Tripper if we won.
Well, look, I'm out of stuff now.
Nobody
That's all the
sells
things I
used
had.
cars like Garrett Graham.
What's
Garrett
that?
Graham?
So nobody sells used cars like Garrett Graham. You ever see that movie, Used Cars?
Garrett
Uh-uh.
Graham. No.
Oh shoot! There's this it's a Kurt Russell movie, from 1980, and there's this scene where they've got these two twin brothers in the movie, and one of them dies, and the other one's like real nasty and mean. He's trying to take over the car lot. So they're messing with each other, and the guy screws them over. The evil guy screws them over. So they go onto his lot and they break in with this commercial, and they're like, "That's just too expensive," and they start shooting at it with a shotgun. $49.99. That's too expensive. Shoots at another one, and then the third one, "Is that a Cadillac for $60? That's too effing expensive," and they blow it up.
I always think of. Did you guys ever see Dirty Work, the Norm Macdonald movie?
Oh yeah.
When he gets revenge on that guy, he pays the hookers to all lay dead in the cars in the trunks. He's like, so the guy's filming his used car commercial. He's like, "Hey, you got a dead hooker in your trunk," and
Yeah.
all the trunks keep opening up and there's dead
bit
hookers.
my nose off.
That's funny.
What's this, like a dead hooker convention? What is this?
That movie made no money.
Oh, I love that movie. That was that. Was that even in theaters? Was that like straight to video? I remember renting it in high school, and we thought it was like the funniest thing on the planet.
Oh man, I think it went theater for like 4 days. He yanked it.
Adam Sandler playing the devil. We roast the pig,
And then we burn.
and then we burn.
Oh wow, memories.
Oh, good times. Good times. All those dead people. Well, Macho, welcome back. Did you take a little pee-pee?
I'm back. No, I had to let my dog in. He was causing a ruckus.
Oh, the doggy was doing some
Is he
pee-pee.
staring at you now?
He is not. He went and right over. It's warm here, and he went over and laid down. I'm like wearing a sweatshirt because it's cold in my basement, and yeah, he is very warm, and he's panting, and he's laying on the concrete, cooling down.
Oh, who's your
Good
good
update.
boy? Who's
Good
your
update.
boy?
It's the king update.
Who's your good boy?
He's looking at me.
Who's
Um,
your
All right. Anyway, that was our what were you
No,
calling
that
that?
wasn't the segment. That was just the thing I saw.
That was the Mandela effect.
Why are we already
Thanks. That was
outroed?
fun to
We're-
play. That was fun
we're
to
off
play.
of it.
Fed. That's what
I think we should move on to top that. Is anybody ready for that?
I want to quickly give a shout out to my boy Muttman. He sent me some cool stuff. I know you guys got it.
Yeah, Macho and I got
Yeah.
those like 5 weeks ago.
I know.
I know. I was on vacation. I got a Breaking Rad keychain.
It's really cool, actually.
This one I really like because it's like
Yeah.
a combination of all the
Ooh.
other goons.
Yep.
Ooh.
It's 6 a.m. doing art from Mutt and Macho's comic book.
Yeah, it's
that,
pretty
that
cool.
was
Pretty
that was
cool.
back before we even knew each other, really.
I
That's
know.
going. Yeah, that's going on my laptop right there. That's awesome.
That's cool.
I got this cool picture of all of us.
Oh, that's hilarious. I love it.
I'm super
It's
washed
like,
out like always, but
It's like Aquabats
I love
or
it.
something like
I
that.
like the wild man Macho in the front there.
That's getting taped to the bumper on the car.
and I got
Yeah.
a personalized note from.
Don't show it.
Cal, I love you. You complete me.
Do
You
like
are my
me, yes or
best
no?
friend. Am I your best friend?
Do you like?
Do
Do
you
you
like
want to
me?
be? Do you want to be my best friend? Check yes or no.
Do you want to go steady? Play it,
Yeah,
Calvin. Play it.
oh yeah, play it. Play it.
Play it.
Oh
the
man, why
moment's
was I
passing.
not on top?
It's funny every time.
Yeah. You know what's
I'm-
funny? I thought that was much earlier in the series. When I was looking for that clip to make the little video, I thought it was in like the third or fourth episode, and it's like in season 2 or 3 or 4 or something. That's
What
crazy.
what show is that from?
Community.
Oh, it's from
Oh,
Community.
Community. I
I
haven't
never
seen
got
it.
into that one. That was
Yeah,
like
neither
there were
did
like
I.
all these like the hot shows were out, and that was kind of just there. It
Yeah.
was like
Oh,
The
dude,
Office was
Community
big,
is
Parks and
so
Rec was
funny.
big, and then there
It
was
was
like
on life support for almost
Community.
all of its seasons.
It's so funny though, you guys. It is so freaking funny, and I think the later seasons are the funniest. Honestly, they're
'Cause
really
they stopped
good.
caring.
Yeah.
It's like, let's do a
I stopped
Godfather
caring
episode.
after the first episode. I was done.
Uh,
Don't care.
You gotta get past the pilot though. The first episode isn't the funniest. They're completely different characters after the
It's
first.
like Parks and Rec. Like the first season is
Oh,
pure
man.
garbage. But after
I-
that, it's like the greatest show ever.
I love Parks and Rec so much.
Yeah.
Almost
Parks
as
and
good as
Rec's
New
good
Girl.
too.
David's
So
shaking
good.
his head. No.
Almost as good as New Girl.
No.
I don't
Greatest
even.
sitcom.
I've never watched.
I
it.
never
Fruit
got
Loops.
into Parks and Rec. Never.
Oh
got
man,
into it.
it's so funny.
I
It is.
started it. I started it, and then people said, "No, you got to get to the second season."
Just
So I'm
skip
like,
the
"All right." So
skip the first season. Don't
I
even watch
jumped
the
to
first
the
season.
second season. I still didn't get into it. Same people are
But
like,
you had no
"Well,
context.
get to
You gotta
the
finish
third
season.
season." It just, I didn't think it was funny.
Watch the last
Oh, man.
episode.
I don't think you're very funny.
Treat yourself.
There was just
Treat yourself.
That's like like whenever I'm like be buying anything. I could be buying like $1 candy bar, and I'm like, treat yourself.
Is that
Yeah,
kind of like
see-
in the, is that
You
kind of
have
like in
to
the
get
office
to-
where 2/3 of the jokes were just like looking at the camera,
Yeah.
Right.
smugly?
That was a great
Yeah.
era of television.
Oh man.
It was. But for Parks and Rec, you really do have to buy in. You have to watch season 1. You have to get to know the characters.
Yeah.
You have to know the characters. And then when you get into season 2, it's funny, you know the characters. But it's more of an endearing show than it is hilarious. Like
Yeah.
New Girl, Community, those shows are just funny and you don't care about the characters all that much. They're just funny.
I care
But
about
in
Winston.
Parks
I'll
and
stick-
Rec, you care about them.
Burt Macklin, FBI.
I'll stick to my Christopher Guest movies.
Hey,
Yeah. Hey, you do you, man.
I'd rather watch like waiting for Guffman or
Those are
Best
pretty
in
good.
Show.
oh, that's great. When
Things
you have
like
a
that.
bad day,
He's
people
at home
just
watching the
sit
Pink
there.
Panther and cracking up, the Steve Martin version.
Yeah.
Have
Have you guys seen all those movies?
Seen
Those
what?
Christopher Guest. Have you seen those Christopher
Yeah.
Guest documentaries?
Yeah, they're great.
Oh shoot! Anytime Larry David shows, or not Larry David. What's his face? You know him when you see him. Is it Larry David?
Oh,
Is he in
like
those?
Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Oh, not
you're
him.
talking about?
Oh shoot!
I can't do Curb Your Enthusiasm. That show's too much for me.
No, not that guy.
Too awkward.
He's got 2 first names, I think, if I remember. He's a hilarious comedian, and he's in every one of those.
Did you guys ever watch
Fucking with-
Arrested Development? Now that we're talking about TV shows.
Oh yeah, I'm
Larry
watching that right
Miller.
now again.
Oh, man.
Larry Miller. Whenever Larry Miller shows up, it's like the best
Eugene Levy.
part of
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah,
Man, I love some Arrested Development, but when they brought it back, it just wasn't the same.
I still liked it. I
Yeah.
already was in. I
Yeah.
was bought in.
I
I'm king.
Well done.
Top that.
Well, we're just rambling tonight. I think it's
Yeah,
fine. Whatever.
let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do
Top
it.
that. Top it. Shimon.
Yo,
With what?
Shimona.
Shimon.
You want
Alright.
to give your topics for this week? Cal?
Yeah, give us the
All right. So
Calamities?
tonight we so Top That is our story pitch game show. We each have 2 minutes to pitch our story based on a premise, writing prompt, and a genre. Tonight, our premise is a miner who hits a vein of a strange new rock and becomes a target for a government agency that wants to keep the discovery a secret.
Oh, like a minor.
A
I thought you
miner.
meant like a minor. Like
a young like under 18.
yeah.
Miner with an E.
I was like, what kind of story? Dave was like, I have to rewrite my whole story now.
No.
Our genre is
I'm skimming it. I'm just skimming it.
our genre is comedy adventure, and our writing prompt is 45. President Donald J. Trump. Those are our things for tonight.
The Rock is my heart.
Is Phil watching the replay?
He's using that AI to just like make comments. Somebody said Rock.
Well, I'm glad he used the right minor instead of the other minor.
Yeah.
Which is what Dave's story was all about tonight.
All right.
Little
Mark.
Timmy's adventure in Epstein Island.
Boss man, top that captain.
I'm picking who's going first.
Yeah, well, you always do. I'm just like getting you to get the show on the road.
I want to get mine out of the way because I don't.
Right.
I never even tested this, so I don't even know if it's gonna.
This is why, like, he's gonna win. He's gonna win now because
he needs his intro before we do anything.
The short bus with
The short bus, man. The short box.
With David the Dime.
Slide the contents down the box. In all sides. In all sides. You found the greater point, David.
I'm gonna take my shirt off and put on a cowboy hat.
That's why I keep off camera so you can't get that footage.
Yeah.
Look, Cal immediately just had to take his pants off upon watching that. And he left it out.
I got to be comfortable if I'm pitching.
He's going to get his Marty McFly jacket.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Well, I mean, Cal's not judging anyway, so let me get a little 2-minute timer going for you.
So you and Stat are judging.
I'm always judging.
Well, I know that.
I'm not a very judgmental person.
I am. All right, you have 2 minutes starting now.
Felix was a miner who struck it rich, but with the government's new takeover of the mines, they confiscated all the gold he found. After Felix found out, he went on a vacation to his lake house to drink everything in sight and mope around. He was lamenting about if he could ever find something valuable again when he saw a beam of light coming from deep down in a nearby mine. Sensing opportunity, Felix made his way to the mine, finding a newfound sense of joy and adventure. As Felix descended, he began to hear voices from deep below and pulled out his miner's lamp from his jacket pocket. But in the excitement, he dropped the lamp, which then lit up the entire place and revealed some sort of metal structure deep in the cavern. Felix got closer to discover that it was an excavation site for some sort of alien metal ore that seemed familiar but still different than any other he had seen. After a while, he needed to pee, so he emerged from the mine only to find that he's been surrounded by an army of astronaut clown zombies. They menacingly screech and draw arms as he runs back into the mine to find an escape route. As he passes by crates of some sort, he sees one that's marked Space Clown Zombie Weapons and grabs it. Suddenly, somehow, the army has vanished as quickly as they appeared. Felix unloads the crate contents, including a samurai sword with a banana hilt and sheath, a jetpack which looks like Donald Trump wears it with pride, and his orangutan friend, who is now wearing chainmail armor and carrying a sword of his own in one hand. Suddenly, they find themselves face to face with a large purple kaiju. They both draw swords and begin to fight the kaiju. The kaiju is hard to defeat, but they finally take it down when they together manage to stab it in the neck with both of their swords. Amidst the destruction of the Earth's surface, both Felix and Donald Trump are very relieved at their victory. That is, until they look up into the sky and saw a 300-ton meteoric astro amoeba barreling right towards them. Find out what comes next in the pages of Swords of Vengeance. Top that.
Wow.
Can I say you did that in exactly 2 minutes? The timer went off as you said. Top that. And speaking of clowns,
Wow.
look at this.
Look at him. There he is.
David
Fly.
David the Dad. Wow, that took a turn.
Yeah, it just all of a
Sure
sudden when he said astronaut clown zombies, like out of nowhere.
Astronaut
Astronaut clown zombie. It's not fair. We can't compete with AI.
You went like straight up Dust Till Dawn on this one. Just
That's not an AI written pitch.
Oh, it's not?
My friend. This is
Are
I'm the person who wrote for the 27 Gumballs about the chimpanzee cowboy posse, right? You remember fighting the mariachi zombies and the
Yes.
giant kaiju? Astronaut clown zombies is not a
Yeah, you're right. That sounded more like a U pitch than AI pitch. I thought you were still going with the AI. That was too intelligible.
no.
I'm doing a fart sound with my hands.
Good for you.
Oh,
Can't do it.
do it too.
I can't do it.
Did you learn that from Johnny Carson?
I never learned anything
They had a
from
guy that
Johnny
went on
Carson.
there and played like the Star Spangled Banner with the hand farts.
Oh my gosh, no.
I can't do it.
Someone taught me in middle school.
All right, who's next?
Can you get the high pitched ones like the? There you go.
No, I actually can't do those.
Or the low ones. There you go. All right.
Great entertainment. All right.
All right. Down to 4 viewers. Okay, Cal. You're next because you're wearing that goofy jacket.
Cool. Thank you.
Give us the eyebrows though.
Uh,
The pitch eyebrows. There it is.
I don't know what they look like. I do it naturally. I can't do it on cue.
All right, Cal. You have 2 minutes starting now.
When Glenn Bates, a down on his luck miner suffering from a new lethal virus, discovers a mineral not yet known to science, a mineral that seems to cure him of his ailment, he is quickly and quietly approached by a mysterious woman with an offer of $10 million to hand over his discovery and never mention it again. Faced with the choice between hiding his discovery and cashing in his new lease on life, or possibly forfeiting his life so that many others might live, Glenn chooses the latter. On the run and fear for his life, he seeks help from the only person he can trust, President Donald J. Trump. After nearly being killed by security at Mar-a-Lago, Trump intervenes and hears him out, and to Glenn's surprise, he believes him. Together, Glenn and Donald hatch a plan to get the precious new mineral into the hands of people who will use it for the good of mankind, while simultaneously bringing down the Clintons and many of the most corrupt politicians in D.C. who Trump suspects are using their new pandemic for nefarious purposes. Not too close to home, right? With the FBI hot on their trail and deadly Clinton operatives known as suiciders around every corner, Donald and Glenn must overcome insurmountable odds to save America and the world from the leftist political elites and their manufactured contagion. This is Swamp Drainers Incorporated. Top that!
Wow, Tim Lin would be proud of your pitch.
I bet he sensed the pitch and tuned in, like from wherever he is.
Someone's writing a Trump story. You hear Peter pattering up. Here he comes. Well, Macho, I don't know how you're gonna top those.
I got it. I'm not even worried.
Can I say, Cal gave us a top that tonight.
That's good.
I'm not on vacation or just getting back from vacation anymore.
Look at you. No, I mean like you did the top that.
He did the top.
Oh,
that. Yeah.
Top that.
I didn't imagine that, right? He did it, right?
Top that.
I did.
Or am I just
No, I
tonight?
did it.
He did
That
do
wasn't
it.
Mandela effect.
Yeah, Mandela effect. It's look at that. We're topical. Look at
All
this.
right. I'm
Beautiful
ready.
boy.
I'm
All
ready.
right, your 2 minutes begins now.
Now, when Jimmy Lucky Alvarez found a rich vein of libtanium, he knew what he was going to be rich. Jimmy, or Lucky to his friends, had been digging all over the Southwest looking for precious metals in the hills for close to 2 decades. Jimmy knew it was only a matter of time until he struck it big, and today's find was enormous. Just an ounce of the stuff went for hundreds of thousands of dollars. The government wanted it. Warlords wanted it. Big corporations wanted it. Why? Because when it's heated up to the melting point, libtanium releases a gas that can be used for mind control. So what's a man to do with a substance that can control people's minds? Well, you call the most patriotic man that you know, Donald J. Trump. When the Don heard about what Lucky found in the hills of Arizona, he put together a team of the most patriotic, red-blooded American, say grace at the dinner table, salute old glory, terrorist eradicating killing machines he could find, the B team. All Lucky had to do was hide out and wait for Trump to arrive. He would pay Lucky for his patriotism and then help Lucky and then Lucky and the B team would help him destroy the Libtanium before it fell into the wrong hands. The only problem? The feds are already on the way. Now it's up to the former president, his new pal Lucky, and a team of American patriots to fight off the full might of the radical left and their increasing horde of mind-controlled soldiers, genetic experiments, and dystopian-style mechanized war robots. Get ready for Trump's America. Top that.
Woo! Look at that. Look at that.
I was ready.
That was good.
Is
That was
alright.
good.
Was that mind control or mind control?
I was thinking that
Mind,
too.
duh.
So that's how you worked it.
The other one would have sounded way cooler. Like
The man can
the
control
mine itself was
rock
controlling things.
formations.
Mind.
Can we change it to mind control? I'll give you the win.
Sure, mind control.
Mine's called Cole Burn.
Dang it, every time he wins with that.
Cole Burn. I tried for like 3 minutes to come up with a title that would rhyme with cold burn, but I couldn't.
I just was
did
trying
you go with
to
Colburn tonight? Was that your
make something
title?
funny.
Did you say that?
He just
No,
did.
mine was called Swamp Drainers Incorporated.
That's right, Swamp Drainers. What was David's?
Swords of Vengeance.
Oh man, Davis was very funny.
That was but I really want to know if the miner took a pee or not.
He didn't get a chance.
that just adds some tension to the story. He's got to pee the whole time. Well, he soiled himself.
You a lot of times, you gotta pee, but you're doing something you want to finish, so you're like rushing to try to get it done, and you feel like it takes longer
Yeah,
to
like
do.
pooping. I
Yeah,
refuse to do both at once. One or the other.
Why keep a bucket next to the desk.
TMI.
Get your work done.
Stat, you had no top that tonight because
Mm-mm.
Cal left you unprepared.
So top that.
There you
Oh,
go.
dang,
Stat's our new winner.
dang. How am I gonna
Wow,
beat that?
I'm gonna have a hard time judging this one, but I'm gonna defer. I'm assuming Rusty's the only one that's watching still.
Rusty.
Rusty, who is your winner for tonight? And we'll see if I
That's a
agree.
tough one.
He
We'll see
did.
if I agree with you.
It was a tough one. I thought they were all really good.
Yeah, this was genuinely a hard one. For
It
me
was
tonight.
genuinely pretty good. When Cal put the prompts in the Discord today, I immediately was like, "Oh yeah, I got something," and I invented Libtanium.
Libtanium
Mind
and
control?
the B team was good
Mind
stuff.
control, Libtanium. Yeah, the B team. That's right.
I enjoyed Cal's. I enjoyed all 3 years tonight. This was
They're good. Yeah,
this was nice.
this is a really good one.
I think. I mean, I'm gonna have to give the victory on my end to David for the clowns, but
Yeah, I like that one.
I think that
No
one.
way, no way. I was going for a double.
Oh,
Oh yes,
Oh,
thank
wow.
you, Rusty the
1
Libtanium.
point for Macho, 10 points for David the Dime. What's a stat?
David wins.
I gotta
Oh,
get
I-
my groove back.
David.
Gotta get my groove back.
Look,
Come
if we
on,
get more
what'd you
people
say, Stat?
watching, you can defeat my 10 points if we can get more than 10 people in here.
I
for the
know.
match.
What-
Statistical.
What do you got, Stat?
Give you a vote.
Look, I'm from Cyborg.
Why did you even make that one? That would be pure garbage.
Look, I'm from Cyborg. I love it.
Bird's too pale.
It's true.
Come on, Bird. What do you
Hey,
got?
Bird boy. Who you picking?
Oh, I said David.
Oh, you said
Oh,
David too?
David. All right, David
Yeah, I'm a
wins.
big Killer Clowns
Wow.
from Outer Space fan.
Look at that. We have our
Yeah.
winner. We have our 11 points for David. 1 point for Macho.
I thought I counted for like a fourth of a point.
No, you still get a point.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's a
Moved
special
up.
night for Stat. And Cal.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Stupid. Well, congratulations, David the Dime. A glorious comeback this week. Macho tried really hard. Macho finally came prepared.
That was good. You got to admit that was a good one.
And David said, "No, I won't have it.
Won't have it.
I will not have it."
Not today.
Praise the Lord, for goodness sake, we're all gonna take a Bible break. I said, praise the Lord, for goodness sake, we're all gonna take a Bible break.
Shut up.
Yeah. I actually don't have a Bible break, but I figure we're drawing towards the 1 hour mark and we're out of stuff. Unless David had a dime box today.
We were drawing tonight.
I'll give you a Bible break.
Oh, here we go.
And this is out of my own curiosity for you guys' opinions. So given recent events, recent rulings which have come down, and the inability to cope with these things, I've been seeing from a certain crowd, they're referencing, I think it's Numbers 5, like 11 through 30, something like that. And they're saying, I've seen people say that this makes God pro-choice.
Oh yeah, I've seen this. Ridiculous.
So that particular chunk of scripture, I'm trying to wrap my own head around it, not just to, I don't know, try and understand how they're like stretching it to that conclusion, but also just the what's the purpose of that? What's the counter?
I'm not a Bible
counter
scholar.
argument.
What is the scripture in reference? Because I'm not good at knowing.
I guess you have a choice whether you follow him or not. Is that what they mean by pro-choice?
It's what's the thing about the husband? If the husband thinks his wife's committed adultery, but he doesn't know for sure, that there's some kind of test to be given to her, and if she's found to be impure, she'll be cursed, and her womb will swell and miscarry a child if she's with child.
Well, that sounds like that's more of a spiritual wrath as opposed to a humans making that decision. It's still not pro-choice. I mean, God. I mean, that still doesn't put the authority in our hands. Look at Stat wearing the armor of God tonight. Look at that.
Yeah.
Temperate. No, I mean that would be my take on that. Is that's not. Now, if it had said if she's found to be impure, then abort the baby, then you have your argument. But it's like a spiritual punishment, a divine punishment.
And the way that I read it is, if her womb is cursed and her womb swells or becomes disdained or whatever, the way that I put it. So if she's pregnant, then she'll miscarry because of her womb being cursed. So is that that's like a side effect, right? If I'm reading it correctly, kind of like if you have, I'm trying to think how to explain it in like modern medical things. If a woman's pregnant and she has cancer, they will try to push her to terminate the pregnancy because they say the chemo will be bad for the baby, type thing. Whereas in the inverse, if a woman was to go through treatment and one of the side effects was she lost the baby, it's where it's like the medical treatment, losing the baby is an indirect or a consequence of another thing versus terminating the pregnancy. You're just strictly doing that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I mean,
there's a difference.
One of those, yeah. I mean, if you're taking all of this from a Christian standpoint, this entire abortion topic. I mean, if you're not a believer or whatever, then their viewpoint's going to be different on that. But if that's the approach you're taking, though, then all of these things, they're out of your hands. Like it's you wouldn't terminate it. You would either go through with the treatment or you would just not do the treatment and see who lives longer. But it's unfortunate to be put in a situation like that, but that still doesn't. You're still picking a life. It still comes down to ending a life that you don't have a right to, that you haven't been given the authority, scripturally speaking, to end.
So that passage, like you're saying, is more of it obviously isn't talking about a woman going for a medical procedure to have her baby killed.
Right. Yeah.
That's not what it's about. But the Bible does talk about the closest thing the Bible talks about, because they didn't. Number one, that would have been anathema in the ancient Near East. It just no one. If you were like a Baal worshiper, you worship children, you sacrifice children to your god, or Moloch worshiper. But if you were a Jew, an Israelite, all life was sacred because you know it's logic 101 that two humans reproduce another human, whether it's in or out of the womb. But there, and the Bible clearly says that God uh, he forms you in your mother's womb. That's a life right there. But there is a verse that specifically addresses the topic of killing a child in utero. Okay, it's Exodus 21:22, and it says, "When men strive together and hit a pregnant woman so that her children come out, but there is no harm, meaning the child is born alive, the one who hit her shall surely be fined, as the woman's husband shall impose on him, and he shall pay as the judges determine." And then 23 is, "But if there is harm, then you shall pay life for life, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, foot for foot, burn for burn, wound for wound, stripe for stripe. If the child is killed, then the man who killed the child, even on accident, is to be killed." So there you go. Boom! Mic drop. There is no argument from the Bible that justifies abortion, but there's a verse that says that the abortion doctor should be killed. So because if a man, that verse says if a man does it on accident, if a man accidentally kills a baby in its mother's womb, then he should be killed. So what about someone who does it on purpose? They should all die. And we're going to get demonetized for this, but that's okay.
I just wanted to bring it up because this is one of those topics, and you see it from time to time where all of a sudden all the people who are most likely atheists anyway start trying to lecture anybody who has any belief at all. You know what I mean? They start to anybody who has any type of spiritual, religious, moral.
That's funny. I haven't even heard that argument yet. That's a new one for me.
Oh no.
I mean, I hear a lot of random crap on Twitter about that. That's the first I've seen that specific, because that's kind of dumb to me. That it's very clearly not, or maybe that's their take on God being pro-choice as opposed to man. But
they try really hard. They'll bend over backwards to try and justify it, but it's impossible, as I've just made clear.
Yeah, I mean, it's God has been shown to kill humans off from time to time. That he still made a law that murder is that's breaking a commandment. But yet you have scriptures where he's killing the firstborn and he's doing stuff like that. Like, it's the point being, it's still not in our authority to exercise that. That's a divine right.
Right.
Not a, and that specific verse, the numbers thing, it's just a dumb argument. That's not. They're not saying you have a right to kill the kid or whatever. That's God's authority to do that.
That's akin to the LGBTQ people try and make it, there's gay Christians and they try and make an argument based on David and Jonathan's relationship. I'm sorry, there's nowhere.
Oh, sorry, no, I was reading something. I wasn't reacting to what you said.
That's right. There's nowhere in 1 Samuel or 2 Samuel that talks wherever David. There's nowhere it talks about David and Jonathan having a homosexual relationship. They're just really close friends, but I've seen them over time and time again try and use that as
before hose, am I right?
The arguments are just bad.
I think that in and of itself is a modern phenomenon.
That's the shipping. That's all the
people
shipping
can't. People can't look at like two men having like a close relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not they have to assume that they're gay.
Right.
It's like Frodo and Samwise. Oh,
that's
well,
ruined Supernatural is what it did, because they made Cassie.
You're really missing the boat on hitting that button right now.
I don't know what button you're talking about.
Oh, that one. I thought you meant the shut up one. The reason I put up the Bible break, I made a video yesterday. Specifically, I didn't want to do the whole. What's up, Darth? I didn't want to do too much of the abortion debate, because I feel like the actual points of debate have been beaten to death at this point. You're either on one side or the other. But I did make a video because I've been very annoyed at the church's response this weekend to this entire Roe v. Wade thing, where the church has been fighting for that for years, and it finally happens, and not a peep out of any of them. And I typically don't get mad enough to the point that I make a public statement or make like a tweet, something publicly out there that's political in one way or another. But that just infuriated me to my core, because because what I kept seeing was them saying we shouldn't be gloating. It's we don't spike the ball or whatever. Like absolutely, and also if I'm being 100% honest, I think we should gloat a little bit, because
I've been gloating like crazy.
I feel like we should gloat, but
I even put a call out on Twitter. I'm like, if there's no good arguments for pro-choice, hit me with it.
Cal was fishing.
But there aren't any good arguments, so there's just no one's going to bite on that, And if they do, it's going to be something stupid like, well, about rape and incest. Okay, that's like less than 1% of abortions. Steven Crowder had a really they had a guy at the Capitol on Louder with Crowder, and he actually got a pro-choice person to talk to him, and that was her thing, like rape and incest. What if your sister got raped and blah blah blah. And he's like, okay, well I'll hand you that. What if we kept abortion legal for rape and incest? Are you okay banning the rest of abortion? No, because it's not just about that. It's also about women should have the right to choose. Okay. Yeah. Right to choose what? Finish the sentence. Right to choose to have her baby killed. I mean, you just have to finish the sentence. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking because I'm gonna.
Cal's gonna get on. He's gonna get on a soapbox.
Yeah, I get my mom specifically, because I feel like the argument. It's not an argument that's ever going to be. No side is going to win the argument. Like we're all stubborn. We're right, but we're all very stubborn about that point. Like, you're not going to make some amazing argument that makes somebody on the other side be like, oh yeah, well, I get it. It's just not going to. Just like they're not going to do it to us. We're not going to be like, oh, yeah, I guess.
I think that what will most likely happen, my opinion, this has been turned back over to the states, and they said it in their decision. They're returning the power to the people and to the legislatures, so you decide for yourself state by state.
Yeah.
I think my opinion is what we'll end up seeing is probably the majority of states will look like most European countries as far as restrictions, which on average is it has to be before 12 weeks. Europe is way more strict than we are. As far as the far left, I think that's what we'll end up with. And on the flip side, I think that what needs to come along with that is the church really needs to step up in so far as caring for single women, young girls that have gotten pregnant, giving them what they need. The whole argument as far as the cost of it, that's total BS. Any state, if you have a young girl get pregnant, as far as I know, any state, she goes and applies for Medicaid as a pregnant woman, she's going to get it immediately, instantly. It's automatically approved. The financial part of it is going to be covered. Maybe churches can set things up to help them through the application process. I don't know. As far as that goes, I think that needs to happen. But the other thing that I would like to eventually see happen is this is always about women, women's bodies, women's choice, women's pregnancy, so on and so forth. You never hear people addressing men. And as far as I know, a man impregnates a woman, not the other way around. And I think the onus needs to start to fall on men.
Yeah.
The onus needs to start to fall on men, like way, way, way more than it has, because if they would just keep it zipped up, it would end right there.
Right.
But what if the man has a vagina?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, I agree with everything you said, David. And I think, number one, I think in response, churches are doing a lot already. We can do more. Like, we obviously can. But churches that I choose to be involved with, generally, one of the main areas that they donate to is crisis pregnancy centers, things like that, where they're free resources for women to go and talk to somebody, receive receive basic medical care and things for free. And those are the places that Antifa and stuff are burning down right now. By the way,
Yeah, what,
uh,
16 of them or so? Yeah.
and those are the places that actually offer. They don't offer abortion, but they offer everything else. They'll take care of pregnant women, and notice that that Planned Parenthoods and abortion clinics are shutting down in the states where the trigger laws went into effect. They're always saying, no, we don't just do abortions, we do other stuff too. If that was the case, you wouldn't shut down because there's other things going on there, right? That you offer other services, right? And I've seen people like do the undercover calls, like, hey, I don't want to get an abortion, but I want to get this service or that service, and they always say, oh, we only do abortions. That's all they do. That's all they do. You go in and they say, get an abortion, and then and if you say no, then they tell you to leave. That's all they do. So yeah, no. Anyway, I agree, but I think the church is doing a lot. At least churches that I attend are doing at least putting their money where their mouth is. But there's definitely more that can be done. But I am going to celebrate this win in this moment without caveats. Just saying, okay, lives are going to be saved now. Lives are going to be saved, and then and yes, we need to do more. But praise God, lives are being saved now. So
yeah,
I'm happy. I'm a happy man. I love that my pastor on Sunday was like started off before his sermon. He's just celebrating, and I was so happy too because I wanted to start before I started singing. I wanted to be like, Roe v. Wade's go, but that would have been a really weird thing to say at the beginning of a worship set. Anyway.
No V Wade. No more V Wade.
But that's not the only thing that's gone on this week, right? I mean, we can keep going on it, but we've also, or over the last several days.
I know something that's gone on that has nothing to do with current events, though.
Oh.
You know what it is?
What's that? No.
You got some Shinobi Sasquatch stuff.
Ooh.
Okay, well, we can switch gears if you guys want. You want to keep
Lecho's not. He's afraid he's going to lose his livelihood in the moment. Yeah, let's do some Sasquatch.
As a quick caveat, before we do, we don't. If you're watching for the first time or multiple, or you watched before, we don't generally talk about politics here. It's not something we do. But this is just this is a big several days for us.
We need it to be addressed even a little bit because we do claim to be a Christian dad's channel, and I feel like we would be doing a disservice if we didn't at least acknowledge a big victory and tell the church shame on you for not saying something and putting it on us to have to say something because we're trying to keep a general public YouTube thing going.
And if you liked that little bit of conversation and you want more, go check out Cooper stuff. John Cooper. Check out his most recent video. Friggin' phenomenal. I love how he says right in the beginning, if you're excited about this and you want to celebrate, you're watching the right video. If you're upset that the church's response to this, you're watching the right video. If there's people you're really, I just love he tells you right at the top. If you're here to celebrate, you're here. You're in the right spot. If you're here to be angry about other stuff, you're in the right spot. Like, yes, great video, guys. Definitely check it out. So we've got a new page of Shinobi Sasquatch already lettered, being colored.
Oh, you lettered it.
Oh yeah, I lettered it like day 2 or something. So I figured it might be fun to take people through a little bit of the dialogue here, since we don't really look at it usually. Why is this such low res? Anyway,
quality of comic we can expect when it finally comes out. It's all low res.
Previous page, he mentions the ass, and just like Shinobi Sasquatch, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not talking about a butthole. He says, please understand, I'm not one to use coarse language. ASS is just an acronym. It stands for the Awoken Souls Society. How that acronym ever got approved for regular use within the ASS is a mystery to me. But
speaking of inappropriate acronyms, we also
I know, right?
I know.
But this
is the dirtiest page in Comicsgate. It came from Cal.
But it's so accurate. But it's an accurate descriptor for most of the members, especially the ASS's director of the Pacific Northwest region, and we're gonna look at him in just a minute. But I want to look at a couple of fun things on the page here. I should have just
I see a
shared
big
the
one.
original tip.
I see
Yeah,
a nice
I see
big
one.
Look at
So
that.
this is our background tonight. We've got
You can
this is
actually
downtown
see it in the
Portland.
bottom left.
It looks nicer
We've
on
got-
our background.
We've got our first CG Easter egg here, at least that we've seen. At the Moreland, which is an actual theater. A movie is playing called Starfish.
Oh, they already made my movie.
It's hard to see on this image, but it says another dumb cafe. That was Rob's own thing. I didn't write that in the script, so
You're Rob coming with the
kudos.
jokes.
This here is our first look at Penny, the what is she? The whatever.
girl?
She's a hobo. She's a
Hobo.
she's a hobo, but she's a hobo by choice. She's actually comes from wealth. She's chosen in solidarity with homeless people to be homeless.
Wow.
Going with the my
and,
man Godfrey approach.
Right here we have Terror in the Trenches graffiti. I don't know what Generation D is. Do you guys know what that is?
No. Is it a wrestling?
Is it?
thing?
Oh, I bet it's Dredge. I bet it's a Dredge reference.
Oh, probably.
Anyway, yeah. So that is our new page of Shinobi Sasquatch.
Nice.
And, we've got a little bit more art though.
I agree, Rusty. This comic is very dirty.
So
Yeah,
dirty.
it's filthy. It's just filthy. Okay. Share screen. Okay, so this is Wade DeMarco, who is the primary antagonist in this book.
I wanted to ask you, does Rob have permission to post these all the time, or is he just throwing them up? Were we supposed to see
Oh,
Wade
yeah,
DeMarco yet?
I don't care. He's on the cover. He's that.
I saw that.
face
Like, are
on
we
the
supposed to
cover.
know who Wade DeMarco is yet?
Yeah,
Oh,
I
no.
know.
Obviously, that is another CG reference. Mark
All
Wade,
kinds of
but in
outdated
reverse.
CG references.
Ah, I got it. Yeah.
Yeah, this is him. Now
Feeding
this
the
is
snake?
this feeding the snake. Now this is a fun little peek behind the curtain. How comics are made. In the script, it says there's a character card of Wade DeMarco, and there's going to be like a little description. I don't have the script up, but here, you guys can't see it, right? Okay, good. So this is a character card of the villain, with like just kind of like a little comedic like peek at who he is. And oh crap, did I do the page numbers wrong?
Uh-oh.
Oh, I did. Well, there's a flashback here, so I have to change it, but that's okay. So this page actually only has 2 panels, by the way, in the script. I think Rob's doing more, but this is one of them. It says, so here's just how the script reads: a large character card of Wade DeMarco. He's wild-eyed and wearing the mitre of a high-ranking ass member, not to be confused with ass hats, the general term for all ass cultists. The mitre resembles a Catholic mitre. See reference pic, but instead of Christian symbology, its design contains tentacles, spiders, maggots, generally gross, disturbing stuff. We can see here there is no mitre. And the caption is going to read: Wade DeMarco, director of the Awoken Soul Society Pacific Northwest chapter, twice demoted. Megalomaniac, compulsive liar, puppy kicker, purveyor of fine coffees and pastries. And then the next panel, which I'll show you in just a second, has a little more narration. In the background, Chino lands on a roof. In the foreground, the sign on the building reads Crowley's Coffee. Another one taped to the window reads closed for private meeting. A poster on the window advertising live music reads live this Friday night at 9 p.m. folk duo Hero, followed by the sexual stylings of 6 After Midnight. So we've got 2 6 a.m. comics references in 2 pages, and then we've got a Hero reference.
Yeah.
And then anyway, so yes,
Can't wait to see that.
Yeah, we've got some Shinobi Sasquatch.
I hope he spells hero wrong. He spelled
He spells it
H-E-R-O.
like the.
Oh, I
boy.
spelled it right.
Yeah.
Right. Oh wait, we have one more panel. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Share screen. Hey, there's Macho Man.
Some music.
Macho Dan.
Give me some
All right.
music.
Dance pop. That was it. I want that one.
And this is the other panel. I'm assuming, if I'm right, then what we're seeing, the corner of a panel, that's the Wade DeMarco panel. And then we got Shinobi Sasquatch landing here.
Yeah.
So actually,
Looks
so
cool.
this probably he's probably following directions. I think that underneath him will be all the other descriptors that I mentioned, going all the way down, because that Wade DeMarco panel is really tall. But this is a fine piece of art. I'm telling you what.
Mm.
Look at this. This
It is a
beautiful.
That is
fine
nice.
piece of art.
I like how his hand kind of crosses the panel border there. Or actually, no, that's not. That's just more
looks like a
stuff.
building.
Never mind. So anyway, there's our Shinobi Sasquatch art we've got.
Looking good. Look at that. Look at it coming in now. It's like 2 panels in a day.
It's like a dream come true.
Look at that.
It is. And Rob is he tells me he's really excited to be back on the books. So we should be seeing more pages come in, God willing.
Yeah.
I love this. I mean, you can see it's a higher res behind our faces here. You can see another dumb cafe. I like the leaf. I like the texture. This is super 90s. You were talking about this in Discord. He's definitely going even more 90s than he was originally.
I like it.
I really dig it. What I don't understand is it seems like it's only like maybe around 7:30, and then it's already like moon is already way up in the sky. I don't know. You're looking at the clock there in the top left.
Cal's so excited to have a page to look at.
I know.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's why I lettered it right away. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I get to letter a page again.
You should have given yourself some time to space that lettering out.
I know, right?
It's looking good, man.
Thank you.
It's
I
a
did
race
myself.
to see if Hero 2 comes out before Shinobi Sasquatch.
Oh, it will.
That's the
You
big
never
race.
Never know.
Mutt's on like page 50 already. Cranking away.
We're getting there.
Well, I'm out of stuff.
I'm out of
You
stuff. I'm out of
I
stuff.
feel like we're all out of stuff.
We're all out
Macho's
of
clearly
stuff.
out of gas. I've been watching him just.
I'm like, I'm fading.
That abortion
I'm
talk
tired.
came up, and he was like, "Oh crap!"
Dude, I couldn't. I like. Well, look, I have opinions, and like you guys just are more vocal about those things, and that's fine.
That's good.